Hey, so you're here because you want to know what's going on with MaZuma Financial Group and how you can be a part of the fastest growing IMO in the insurance industry. My name is Omar Jawar II. I'm the hiring manager for MaZuma CornerstoneLife out here in Dallas, Texas. I'm going to be spending a few minutes with you just showing you everything you need to know about MaZuma Financial Group. Now, what is MaZuma Financial Group? MaZuma Financial Group was started by really a true icon in the industry. His name is Sam Wolf. I truly run out of superlatives to even describe our founder and CEO, and truly a personal mentor of mine. Sam Wolf has been in this industry for close to 20 years. He has run multiple successful companies doing hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. He's also taken one of his companies public. But most of all, Sam has always had a passion for agents in the industry and wants to provide agents with the same opportunity that the owners of multi-million-dollar IMOs have, but without the massive investment that it takes to start a company. He truly believes there is strength in partnerships. Now, I know you're wondering, how in the world does Sam plan on doing that? Well, you have to understand, this industry has been going in the same direction now for over 20 plus years. This is why we pride ourselves in being one of the revolutionizing disruptors in the industry right now with ingenious and innovative ideas. Just think about what Netflix and streaming has done to the movie industry and the film industry. Think about what Uber and ride sharing has done to the taxi and cab industry. Tesla and the idea of driving a car that doesn't even need gas in it. 20 years ago, this would not have even been an idea. And I was like 7 years old. All of these companies I just named were willing to take a risk in doing something different and completely disrupt industries to make the world as we know it now a better place to live in. All right, so the first thing I want to do is break down how we're different than other companies. Easiest way to do this, man, is just to show you in a simple comparison chart, and we'll call the other companies for right now, right? So at the end of the day, a lot of other companies will start their agents off at a pretty low compensation. Now, I'm talking low compensation, typically between 25 and 50%, which is where I actually started when I started in the industry at 18. Now, at MaZuma Financial Group, our agents start at 85% and go up to 140% plus bonuses. That's why we are known as one of the highest paying IMOs in the industry. All right, check this out. Next thing I want to talk about is vested renewals or owning your own book of business, right? See, in our industry, you're able to get paid after you help a family one time. You can continue to get paid on that one policy for the rest of that client's life typically, which allows you to build up a decent amount of passive income the more you're out there selling, and over time you're even able to sell that book of business for a lump sum of capital, right? Without having to go into any type of debt. That's if you own your book of business. Now, alongside being able to sell your book of business for a lump sum capital, like I said, without even having to go into debt, you could even pass this down to your children. Imagine that. Now, with other IMOs, you either have to stick around for at least 5 to 10 years plus, or they make you write hundreds of thousands of dollars in business to keep your renewals for you to become vested in their company, right? And then once you decide to leave, they keep them all. Now, here's my thing with vested renewals. If you ain't vested, then somebody is. There's an IMO out there somewhere putting their kids through college with the renewals that you worked for. And I've always had a problem with that. Ladies and gentlemen, here at MaZuma Financial Group, you're vested and own your book of business from day one, right out the gate. Right? And best part about that is if you ever decided to leave for whatever reason, you could take the book of business that you worked hard for with you. Now, this next thing I want to do is break down probably one of the biggest things to hit this industry in the past 20 years. I've certainly have never seen anything like this in my 9 years of being in the industry, but at the end of the day, typically an agent gets paid from just production, right? Whether that's them producing off their own pen, overriding other agents producing, or whether that's through you getting paid some sort of bonus from production. Here at MaZuma Financial Group, an agent gets paid in 3 completely separate ways. Yes, 3. Production only being 1. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the trifecta bonus. Okay, now the first way an agent gets paid at MaZuma Financial is by selling. by overriding and also getting paid bonuses on overall agency production, which is normally how an agent gets paid in this business. The second way is MaZuma Financial Group gets a 3% kickback from all of our lead vendors, which allows us to share a piece of the profit with the agents in the field and also their upline. Best of all, this is all non-chargebackable.
Now let me just bring this home a little bit. If you ever bought a B lead in another company, you probably never got a kickback. At MaZuma Financial Group, we will give you a 50% kickback for every B lead that you buy. Just for an example, if you ever bought a B lead for say $3, you would actually get $1.50 kick back to your account, right? Where you then could go into your lead account and click cash out. Not cash out in points or anything like that, but cash out into real money into your bank account.
Third and last but not least, we have created a completely optional, special, low-cost membership for agents who really are serious about taking their skill set to a completely different level. I'm talking about where we bring in world-renowned special guests from outside of our company to connect and personally coach and mentor you. We will even have incredible members-only 3-day workshops at disclosed locations and so much more. Best of all, you can participate in the MaZuma Lead Financing Program, where we allow you to get leads where you're not even having to come out of your pocket. I'm talking fresh, exclusive leads at that. Now here's the kicker. MaZuma kicks back a portion of even the membership fee with the upline who recruited the agent and even shares it with their upline as well. Again, all of this is non-chargebackable, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, we share in all profit sharing across the board with our company. We pay agents for producing, for leads that they buy, and you also get paid from recruiting and hiring. Now, who else can say that? I'll wait. Now, it doesn't stop there. We know our agents like to ride in style, not too stylish when they're in the field, but we have come up with a car bonus that puts all of our agents behind the wheels of luxury top-of-the-line vehicles. I'm talking Cadillacs, Lexus, BMWs, Mercedes, and yes, best of all, even a Bentley for all of my car lovers out there. So next, I want to talk about the average income of agents at, let's call it, other companies. The average income at other companies is usually around $40,000 to $50,000 per year. Not bad if it weren't for all of the sweat equity you had to put in back of it. Here at MaZuma Financial Group, our agents' average income is about $120,000 to $130,000 per year, putting in the same or most times even less sweat equity than they would at other companies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as far as I know, there is not a better training platform that exists in the world today for brand new agents and even seasoned agents than what we have here at MaZuma Financial Group. Now, at other companies, normally you're paying for their mandatory training classes and being taught by some upline reject who's not even in the field. Then on top of that, you're often having to be required to show up and participate in all of these weekly and monthly meetings regardless of your personal schedule. Here at MaZuma Financial Group, we only allow our top proven producers that are issuing at least $20,000 or more. Side note, like my wife, baby girl Janisa Wright, we only allow them to do the training here at MaZuma. Agents also have full access to a series of on-demand training videos, all for free. This is truly a manager's dream. All right, check it out. How you get in front of clients and make your money is pretty important. At other agencies, they like to sell you old leads that have been resold multiple times to multiple agents in and even outside of the agency for just pure profit. You even have other agencies out there that like to have you go make a list and use sweat equity to go bug close friends and family members to the point sometimes where they don't even want to mess with you because of it. Here at MaZuma Financial Group, we go way out of our way to find prospective buyers with their hands raised high, ready to talk to an agent. And because we want MFG agents to close a minimum of 30% of the leads we generate, we have developed an unparalleled lead system for attracting interested prospects. We also respect and value every agent that partners with us, which is why we will have the option when it comes to paying for leads. We have different options, right? Either you can pay a flat cost per lead, or you can even pay per mailer, just depending on your situation. Now, at most other companies, you're required to pay what's called a startup or an initiation fee. Even if you don't do anything, even if you don't make any money, they still want you to pay this fee, right? Here at MaZuma Financial Group, it is completely free to start with us. Now, not to mention at other companies, they usually require you to also sign a contract. You're not able to work with other companies, and if you ever decided to leave, they will hold you quote unquote hostage for up to 6 months without you being able to write business. Now, I don't know about you, but I find it pretty hard to put food on the table when I can't write for 6 months. Ladies and gentlemen, we've covered so much throughout this presentation, and I've truly enjoyed this time with you. Now we've come to the best part of it all, the meat and potatoes. How are you going to get paid? And if you pay attention here, this is our promotional guidelines. And if you just look over to the left side of this column, you'll see where you can go from an 85% contract all the way up to 110% contract off of your own pen. That's right, no recruiting involved to get to this level. You could go out, just for an example, and issue pay $40,000 off of your own pen in 1 month, and the 110% contract is yours. Now, again, with us, when you earn a contract, you never get demoted. It's yours to keep. So once you get to 110%, even if you didn't issue pay $40,000 that next month, you would be okay. You would stay at that 110% contract. All right, so we've gone through what it would be like for you to climb up the ladder as a producer. Now let me just give you a brief introduction to what our agency builder side is like. If you ever wanted to get above 110% contract, this would be the route for you. Now, we're not like other IMOs or other companies out there where you have to go recruit 3 and help them get 3 and, you know, yada, yada, yada for you to move up the ladder. We do, however, require you to either produce off your own pen or help your team produce. So if you and your team go out, help a whole lot of families, you then can move up the ladder as an agency builder. Just to give you an example, if you and your team were to go out and issue pay $150,000 a month, which is really not a lot, then you would earn the 125% IMO partner level contract. Just to give you an example. There are levels above this, but I'm just stopping right here just for this video purpose. And also, not to mention that we do not require you to have a certain amount of agents or to have agents at a certain level for you or your agency to move up the ladder. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's just assume that you come on board with MaZuma Financial Group as a part-time agent. That's right, we are accepting people part-time, even if you have a full-time job. Now, if you come on board part-time, we'll start you off at an 85% contract level. Typically, the monthly premium that a client pays for their policy with us, if it's final expense, is $60 a month. If you times that by 12 or a year, you will get the annual premium being $720, or what we call AP, is just annual premium. Now, follow me on the details here. You're a part-time agent. Typically, you're going to start off buying Facebook leads, internet leads, or telemarketed leads, right? That are the $15 a piece. Now, most part-time agents are going to run on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Now, we're going to ask that you take time out and dial on Thursday night and Friday night. If you're doing that, you're going to book at least 5 appointments for Saturday and 5 appointments for Sunday. That's a total of 10 appointments for the weekend. Now, here are the real numbers. Not going to sugarcoat anything for you. Is everybody going to show up that you book an appointment with? Probably not. Sometimes it may be their dog died. Sometimes it may have doctor's appointment. Who knows? But these are just the numbers so you can see the reality of it. Now, out of 10 appointments, 3 are not going to show up, which still leaves you with 7. Now, let's say you're just now getting started, you're brand spanking new. These are what our below average agents closing numbers are. Out of 7 good appointments, you're going to close at least 3 of those appointments. Now, if you follow me here on the other details, remember you're at an 85% contract. You sell a policy at $60 a month. That's $720 a month annually. Now, the insurance company is going to pay you at your contract level. Remember, your contract level is 85%, which is $612. Now, if you, that's if you multiply the $720 annually by your contract level. One last thing you want to take into consideration is 9 times out of 10, the carrier that you write with is going to advance you 75% or 9 months up front. Okay. Now, all you have to do is take the $612 and multiply that by the 75% advance, and you will get your upfront pay of $459. Now, Omar, what about the other months 10, 11, and 12? Because remember, you got advanced 9 months, it's 12 months in a year, right? Now, the other $51 a month is going to come during months 10, 11, and 12, totaling your $612 that you would get for the entire year. Now, if you take into consideration just your upfront pay, okay, your upfront pay, and times that by 3 policies that you sold that weekend, you would have made $1,377 just that one weekend. If you times that by doing that 4 weeks in a row or for a month, you would have come out with a little over $5,500 for that month. Times it by a year, you're looking at over $66,000 you would have made this year part-time, not including, your full-time income. Now let's look at a full-time agent with MaZuma Financial Group. The full-time agent has sold a few policies and has worked his way up or her way up to a 95% contract level. Let's just assume that you're out selling mortgage protection at this point, which has a higher monthly premium than final expense. Mortgage protection monthly premiums usually average out about $100 per month. And if you take into consideration times in that by 12 or a year, you got it. $1,200 for the AP. Now, if you times that by your contract level, then you'll get the commission of $855. But follow me here. Let's look at the details. You're a full-time agent. You're buying all types of leads. The average premium is going to be about $100 a month. And most agents that are full-time are running anywhere between 20 and 25 appointments per week, right? That's 6 appointments. You can times that by 4 days, or you can run 8 appointments in 3 days. It's totally up to you. Now, with a total of 20 appointments being booked, let's say that 5 don't show up. You still have 15 appointments. And let's say again, below average closing ratio, you're closing 5 out of the 15 leads or the 15 appointments. Let's check it out on the details. You're at a 95% contract. You sell a policy for $100 a month. That's $1,200 a month annually. The insurance company is going to pay you at your contract. Don't forget, the insurance company is also going to just pay you your advance. Okay, so $95 a month times $100 a month times your 95% contract times a 75% advance equals your upfront pay being $855. Now, let's not forget, the company still owes you months 10, 11, and 12 if the policy is still on the books. That means that you're going to get paid $95 months 10, $95 months 11, and $95 plus months 12. If you add all of that together plus the upfront of $855, you got it. That's a total of $1,140 just for that one policy. Now, let's say that you go out and you do this 5 times for that week. Guys and gals, that's $4,275 per week. If you take that into consideration for over a month, then you have $17,000 that you've made for that month. Okay, now take into consideration what this looks like for an entire calendar year. Ladies and gentlemen, that's over 6 figures. Matter of fact, that's multiple 6 figures. That's $205,000 off of your own pen, not including your overrides from your team, your bonuses, and you yada, 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 right? All right, so, and again, don't forget the trifecta bonus, all of that type of good stuff. Now, let's say you decide to go and present this opportunity and hire a couple people. Let's say you just hired one person, okay? You decide to build an agency with MaZuma Financial Group. And let's say your agent's name is Kim, okay? Now, if you were to go and help another part-time agent named Kim go out and issue $10,000, this is what's gonna happen for you. Now, first off, Kim is gonna get paid at her 90% part-time comp, and she's gonna get a carrier advance of 9 months or 75%. Kim is gonna bring home $6,750 because you helped hire Kim part-time, you helped train Kim, you helped her with her in-home, you helped her with her lead flow, you probably even helped buy some leads or chipped in some money for leads. Whatever you did, you definitely were there when Kim needed you. The insurance company is gonna pay you the difference between you and Kim's level. You're at 100, she's at 90, with a difference of 10% being paid directly to you. You would also get a check for $675. Now, that's not a bad payday for Kim, and it's definitely not a bad payday for you either. The real question is, how many Kims are you trying to help? 5, 20, or an endless amount? It's up to you. One of the beautiful things about the insurance industry is since Kim did most of the work, Kim is going to get paid most of the compensation. Now for you, you can go out and help as many Kims as you want to, and the company is going to pay you without limits. Guys, we're at the end of this video. At the end of the day, we don't like to waste a lot of time in drawing this out for 3 months to see if you can make money with this or not. We can figure this out really quickly. The one thing we want you to do to help us out, like I used to say, help us help you out, is if you would just tell us if you're a 1, 2, or a 3. 1 being somebody who is already ready to go. You've seen all the information. You just want us to send you contracts. You're ready to go. 2 being somebody who you've seen the information, but you still have some questions. No problem. Our agents will be more than happy to answer every single question that you have to the best of their ability. Now, 3 being somebody is you've seen enough and you out, right? You definitely don't want to take advantage of the opportunity right now. You're good for whatever reason, and that's okay. Now, at the end of the day, definitely get back with whoever sent you this video. Tell them you really appreciate it. And guys, I look forward to seeing you at the top. Peace.